I'm so glad that you're here today. This morning, you're going to hear much more about our Reimagine initiative. Reimagine. What a great word that is. In the biblical story of creation, we discover that God is the most creative being in all the universe. And God created human beings in His image and filled them with this same need to create. So that from then till now, generation after generation of those who follow God have been reimagining life in our world under God's leadership. 90 years ago, a group of Christ followers began to reimagine what God might do in St. Matthew's. In 1926, they held a tent revival in a potato field where Ratterman's funeral home is now, and out of that a church was born, St. Matthew's Baptist Church. Our faith journey has taken us from the Great House School to Willis Avenue to Grandview Avenue, where in 1949 we relocated our church to another potato field right here. And all along the way, as our church developed and grew, we continued to reimagine our future, determined and driven by this desire to show the love of Christ to people around us. 2 years ago, we began to reimagine once again what God could do through our future. Under the Lord's leadership, our master plan team asked us to think and to pray about what God wanted us to become. And together, we developed a plan for ministry. And out of that, we began to ask, how could our facilities help us live into that plan? Our facility master plan has something in it for every group in our church. Most importantly is the preschool and the children's area. We've long needed to bring all of our children together into one space, an upgraded and updated space that would be more secure and more convenient for families both in our church and in our neighborhood. Our middle school and high school students have bounced all over this campus. And this will give us an opportunity to provide them their own dedicated space, a space they will be proud to invite their friends into. We're excited about our updated and renovated adult spaces, where our adults will gather for Bible study, for fellowship, and for worship. And all along the way, we're going to be trying to make the inside and the outside of this facility a more welcoming and warm environment for those in our community. Now let's be honest. The facility is only a tool. What is going to make a difference in our future is you. None of us are here because of the facilities of St. Matthew's Baptist Church. We're here because there are people like you here who love the Lord and who love people. That's why you've come. So let's redouble our efforts now to invest in relationships and to invite people to a place where they can hear the gospel. And let's make this place that kind of place. The bottom line is that our facility master plan will benefit all of us, but it's not about us. We're doing this for our children and for our grandchildren, that they will have a place to find Christ and to grow in their faith. We're also doing this for the tens of thousands of people in our community, in St. Matthew's and across our city, who desperately need to hear about the love of Christ. Our vision statement says that St. Matthew's Baptist Church will be a vibrant faith community, demonstrating the love of Christ, becoming vital to the life and the hope of our city. Reimagine is a step in that direction. So what are we asking you to do right now? Well, first, pray. There's nothing more important you could do than that. Pray for our church and for our community. Pray that God would put a desire in each of us to share the love of Christ with others. Pray and ask God, what would you want to do through me to fulfill your vision for St. Matthew's Baptist Church? Pray. And then as you pray, would you open your heart and your mind to hear what God might be saying to you? This could be a moment in each of our lives where every one of us could take a deeper step of faith in the days and the weeks ahead. And then I want you to circle March 6th on your calendar. That's Commitment Day. On that day, we'll gather for worship and we'll have a luncheon, and then you and I will make a commitment to reimagine our future together. I'm so grateful for you and for St. Matthew's Baptist Church. God has blessed us in the past, and if we're faithful in following His leadership, God has even greater plans for our future. Let's reimagine it together.